Okay, got it. And now I'm gonna record. Okay, everything gonna start calibrating in just a minute. Ooh, I see me. Okay. And now since it's 11 on the dot, I'm gonna start allowing people in. We have our prompt Lisa.
Hey, Lisa.
Hi, Lisa. I think we'll give everyone maybe, what do you think? Maybe 5 minutes for everyone to kind of gather in?
Yeah, probably about 5. Let people go through their technology struggles.
Exactly. You know, trying to log in on social media can be a situation.
Right.
Yes. Especially Zoom, because Zoom get real special sometimes. Well, hello, welcome. Welcome to the DiscoverMe virtual party. All right. We have everyone streaming in. Welcome. We're excited to see you. Let me see if I can even, let's share the flyer. What did I just share?
The flyer.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, what's the goal? To share the flyer. Good. So we will get started about 5 minutes after. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for being on time and coming, being a part. We're excited.
Good morning, y'all. Hey, Cameron, I see you.
Hello.
How you doing?
Welcome. We are streaming live on YouTube as well, and we're going to give people about 5 minutes to jump in. I think I have, and then we're going to get started. I am excited about this. We're about to find ourselves. We'll start the journey of finding ourselves.
That's the journey, that's right.
Rediscovering, getting reacquainted, all that fun stuff in between. So yes, yes, and yes. I appreciate y'all coming on in. Like, listen, I'm gonna be on time. Okay. I didn't even think I could have put some elevator music on. Welcome, welcome. Now, is that Deontay?
Yes.
All right. Welcome to the DiscoverMe virtual book signing party.
Welcome to the party.
Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Who knew discovery can be a party? I think that's the party of life if we think about it. That's the best party.
If we doing it right.
Exactly, yes. Okay, I see someone. Let me admit. 3 days. Welcome, welcome. We got Camilla just dropped into the party. Welcome to the DiscoverMe virtual book signing party. We're celebrating Coach Sherry, coach and author. Let me put that author on there. Yeah.
Put some respect on my name.
Yes, this is exciting. And it's fun. Yes, yes, yes. I don't understand why you don't age, Camilla. That's all I'm talking about. Like, you look the same since you were a teenager, like completely through and through. Like, goodness gracious. Exactly the same. No crack, no wrinkle, no nothing. Just
Oh
life.
my gosh, thank you.
Goodness. So we got Dr. Lisa Brooks in the house. Welcome, welcome.
Welcome, welcome.
Super excited to have you. All right, it is 5 minutes after. We'll continue to let people in as we go. But I am super excited to be here and celebrate our author, our coach, our friend, our family. Come on now. Come on, yes. Yes. Feel the teas and the jeans. So I'm super excited to host today. My name is LeAnn Obikwelu. I am also a coach and a business consultant, and I am super excited to go on this journey with author Sherry as she launched DiscoverMe and so much more. So we'll learn a lot more about her. I am excited that she decided to start and launch it with DiscoverMe, because discovery is an adventure, and I'm here for adventures. You know, that's my personality. It could be the youngest child, but I don't know. I'm always into something. So thank you so much for creating this for us to come celebrate. And before I jump into the questions, I'm going to have Sherry come on and just introduce herself and her heart behind DiscoverMe. Take it, Sherry.
All right. Well, first, I'm going to say good morning. It's still morning time. I feel like I'm in the mid-afternoon, but it's still morning. So good morning. And thank you to everyone for taking a moment out of your Saturday morning to join me, and welcome to the party. A little bit about myself. My name is Sherry Cornelius. I am a mom. I am a careered woman. I hold a master's degree. I'm an author. That's why we're here today. My life coach. I like to refer to myself more so of a mindset coach than a life coach, because my focus is really on helping individuals shift their mindsets to become the best version of themselves. This journal was a long time in the making. I've been sitting on it probably for years, literally. But we're here now. I'm excited. I'm excited to see what it will do for others and how it will help people just shift and change and truly discover themselves. So that's me. Welcome to the party.
Yes, thank you for that introduction. And I can relate to talking to several people saying something is a long time coming, but I will say that I'm super excited that you did it, and even the impact that you're going to make in people's lives as they begin to discover who they are and get comfortable discovering who they are. So with that in mind, I'm going to start it off with a statement, and I want you to elaborate on it and how it ties into the DiscoverMe journey that we're all going to go on. And the statement is, I don't want you to be afraid of becoming, because you are afraid of who you may lose on that journey. Can you elaborate on that?
Absolutely. That one deep. It's deep.
It is.
Deep, but also important. Part of one, just keep it in mind, it's a journey. And if you just think of a journey in whatever walk of life or aspect you're thinking of it, you're coming from one place and heading to another. And when you talk about inner self and inner work that we're doing, if you're doing true work, you're going to become a different person. And it's okay. But becoming a different person, people aren't traveling with you. It's your journey. It's not you and your sister's journey. It's not you and your friend's journey. It's not you and your spouse's journey. It's yours. And everybody may not understand your journey. They may not agree with your journey. And some leaves may fall off the tree along the way. And it's okay. So it is something that some could be afraid of. It is challenging. It's hard. It's like a breakup. Any breakup is hard, but you don't have to lose those people. You just shift how you interact with those people. Just because you grow, we all are here to evolve. And as you're working on yourself, you will outgrow people. It's part of the process, and you just have to trust the process. And I would say, more importantly, if you love those people and care about them enough, talk to them. Let them know the journey that you're on. And if they love you enough, they'll respect your journey. And the relationship can still stay intact, although it may not look exactly the same or the way that it used to look.
That's good. That is so good. And now what I want to encourage those that are tuning in to in the chat, put follow-up questions if you want or comments. I'll read that as we go because we want it to be engaging just as a conversation because it looks differently for all of us. Because some people, especially like one of my love languages is touch. I love hugging, being around people and talking. But what if those people are no longer like touchable because there's a separation? How do you deal with that? How do you set new boundaries? So if you all have questions and different statements, just put them in the chat and we'll be able to address them as we go. All right, so with that being said, I want to dive a little bit into your heart as the author. What motivated you to write this?
I can't tell you when it was. I know I was in my 20s.
Okay.
Don't know, early 20s, late 20s, but I reached a point where I was just overwhelmed. And I can't say overwhelmed with life. I was overwhelmed with giving to others. And it's not a bad thing. I think it's a really great quality that I have, but I think it's dangerous for anybody. There's probably some givers on here, and they probably understand what I mean. But when you're a giver, sometimes we give so much and do so much for others that we neglect ourselves. And I remember being overwhelmed, and I remember thinking like, I'm always doing something, whatever it is. And I thought like, do I even enjoy the stuff that I do? And I started asking myself that question, like, of all the things that you do, Sherry, how much of it are things that you truly enjoy? How many of the things that you do are things that you really want to do? Or are you just doing these things because your friends, your family, your children, whoever invited you to do it or require you to do it? And when I answered that question, the majority of what I was doing in my life was not what Sherry wanted to do. And so I'm like, oh, that's a problem. So I really just started processing that and thinking about it. And so then I asked myself, what do you like to do? And that was the hardest question for me to answer. What I realized in that is that I spent so much time just going with the flow and doing for others and doing with others. I really didn't even know what I enjoyed doing. It was like, I'm dating and I'm always going on dates to the movies. I hate the movie theater, but I go. And that was in my 20s. Fast forward right now, when I hang out with my friends, the first place we go is to the bar. I don't like hanging out at the bar for real, but I love my friends. And if that's where we meet up at and socialize, that's where I go. But that was a tough question for me to ask. It took me a long time. And when I say a long time, I'm not talking minutes and hours. I'm not even talking days. I had to sit in that and really figure out, what do I enjoy? And once I started identifying those things, the next challenge was, okay, now you got to implement it and do it. And that wasn't hard either, because how do you shift life, how you do it with others, from the things that you've always done to do these different things? And I'll probably say it a lot throughout this time we spend today. It's a journey, and the journey continues. I'm not there. I don't think I'll ever be there. I don't think any of us will ever get there. There is no point of arrival, but it's just a process of evolving and growing and learning ourselves and being true to ourselves and understanding that, as challenging as it is absolutely okay. So it was just me learning these things about myself. And as I continue to learn all these different things, just through me challenging myself, asking myself questions, from attending different Bible studies or group sessions at my church. I'm really grateful for my church. Of course, they pour the word into me, but my church is very much so about growing the person, both spiritually and outside of the spiritual realm. And there's been classes and sessions that I sat in. I think my favorite class at my church was called Emotional Healthy Relationships. Title says it all. Like, that's where I learned about setting boundaries. That's where I learned about setting expectations for people and not having expectations on people that they don't know you have. I ain't even about to get into that because but
that was
yeah.
Good. That was so good.
But as I continue to learn these things about myself, What I realized is as I step and walk in my true authentic nature, what came with that was a huge sense of peace and feeling like I can just breathe and be me. And as I said and thought about that, you know, just because of my nature of helping other people and wanting to see other people grow as well, I was like, I can't keep this to myself. So me not keeping it to myself, put it in the form of a journal. And now I have all of you here and many, many others who can experience the same thing and tap way deep down into your soul and really start figuring out who you are. I think we lose ourselves at a very young age.
Yes. That's so good. That was beautiful. Thank you so much. That's a lot. We might have to come back and tap on that expectation and not putting expectations on someone that they are unaware of. That's loaded. So we may have to do a circle back on that, but I'm going to go to the chat. And the first thing Brett posted was, you can't pour from an empty cup. That was good. Yes, 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 yes.
That's right, Brett.
And then even acknowledging that you're empty. It's okay to say, I don't have anything to give. I'm
out. I'm tapped out. Tapped out. I can't help right now.
Yes, I can. I'm not available. And then the next one, Deontay, he posted a question for you. How would you start with a life coach to establish goals?
Well, the first thing is finding a life coach, I think, that connects to you. One that connects to you and one whom you have to fit into their audience. You can't just pick any life coach. It has to be one that has experience in whatever it is you're looking for. Life coach it's a big title. It's a lot that comes under that, but every life coach should have a niche in things that they specialize in. So you want to make sure that whomever it is you're seeking out specialize in what it is that you're looking for. Because you got some life coaches that'll try to coach you on some things that they don't have a clue about just because they're a life coach. So make sure that they can offer what it is that you need. And I'll say, once that relationship begins, make sure you're truly ready for it and that you're vulnerable and you're honest and open. If you're not going to be open and honest, they can't help you.
That's good. That is so good. The honesty and openness, being vulnerable and transparent, those are keys to growth in general. And I'm so glad you mentioned that, because we have to literally lean into our growth. And sometimes that means we got to take off the mask of who we thought we should be, the expectations, and everything in between. So thank you for that. That's a great one. And then Camilla has a question, which is, how do you keep yourself motivated?
Whew. Number one way is prayer, okay? Me and God be doing a whole lot of talking. A whole lot of talking. So it's definitely prayer is number one. Number two is surrounding myself with people and things that are aligned with where I'm trying to go. Yeah, I told y'all this journal has been in the making for a long time. Procrastination is the devil, okay? It's a monster. It's a monster, but surrounding myself with people who I know are going to push me, even when I don't want to be pushed. It's important to have pushers in your life. And then just my overall environment, trying to make sure that my overall environment is one that supports my goals and where I'm trying to go. And so I'm gonna tap into that a little bit. When I say my overall environment, what I'm really, really speaking about is my social media environment. Your social media platforms can be whatever you make them. For me, when I open up my Facebook page, my timeline is filled with motivational speakers, other life coaches, spiritual content. I don't have too many reality shows. Camilla can probably attest to this. She'll tell me about something. I'm like, who is that? What happened? When? Oh, I didn't even know that was a person. Like, and it's not that, well, some of it I just truly don't enjoy, but it's important to me that if I'm going to pull up this phone, I need it to be something there that's going to push me to where I'm trying to get to. So my overall environment, both physically that I can touch and see, and my social media presence is what helps me keeps me motivated.
Yes, that's good. And a nugget, to keep that environment, like if there are people that you want to reach and influence on social media and not necessarily cut them off in general or see their content, now on social media you can unfollow people. So you can be connected but unfollow so that you don't get bombarded by their journey and different things. Because some people are genuinely desiring to change. Some people, but they desire it, but haven't put the execution in place
Absolutely.
to actually see it come to pass. So sometimes we have to be careful with cutting off people without any without any thought behind it. Because sometimes when you know people and you've had intimate time with them and they're pouring their heart and they're saying, I really want to change, I really want to do this, and you see a little progression, but still overall their life is too tainted to kind of commingle, you can still unfollow people where they will still get your content, still get your encouragement, but you won't have to go through the muddy waters per se of their growth process. So that's like a nugget that I've taken and used on my social media. And I'm the same way, Sherry. There is like completely drama free because I'm not a breeding ground for drama. And so we have to be careful with not being a breeding ground for things that don't lend to our growth. So thank you for saying that. And Brett, he had another statement, which is good. Also, you need to be receptive to feedback. So as we're going on our journeys, sometimes, and I still get this too, someone may say something to me and it hit a little bit, a little ting happened when you came for me. So, but we still have to humble ourselves and say, okay, even if the presentation isn't correct, we have to, that's another form of
focus on the message, not the presentation.
Come on. Yes, yep. Yes. And so that takes a level of maturity to say, okay, you put that out, it was garbage the way you delivered it, but you make a good point. So let me work on that.
Let me work on it. Yep. Let me sit in it for a minute.
Yes. And Lisa just put a post, Lisa Drayton, because we have two Lisas on here. So Lisa Drayton posted, trust the process. Trust the process. That's a great encouragement. Now I'm going to jump back into the next question, and it is, who is this DiscoverMe for?
Good question. Really good question, because typically in business, whatever your product is, you have a target market, and it's usually this person here, that group there. I really think this journal is for everybody, the young, the old. Life be lifing, and we get lost in it. I really just think it's really important to spend our days doing what we enjoy, spend our time with the people we love. Like, you cannot give your all to everybody else and don't give anything to yourself. So I think this journal, I won't even say this journal is for people who are struggling to identify themselves, because I think there's a lot of people, it's not a struggle, they just don't know. A lot of people think they know, most people think they know who they are because that's who they've been probably forever. But until you stop and start asking yourself these questions, and the questions in the journal really aren't deep based on how they're written. But if you take the time and really process it and truly answer it, like your first thought is probably not the real answer. That's probably your safe answer. But if you take the time and really think about the question and answer it, it's going to lead you to other questions on your own. And then that's when it gets deep. But if you just pick it up and just read and write an answer, it's a waste of your time. Like, you gotta get in these questions, like really, really, really. So I think the journal is for everyone to really stop and try and figure out and discover themselves. Who are you? Who's the real you behind this person that we see every day? What do you really enjoy? What are your real goals and aspirations? What's your true values?
Yes.
For my, well, everybody's on here an adult, but I'll probably say I won't even say for my older adults, all of us, like, the careers that we're in, are these the careers that we really want? Or are we doing what our parents told us we should do? Or did you just settle for what was available? What do you really want to do in life? And I don't care how old you are, it's not too late to do whatever that something is.
That's good.
So I think the journal's for everybody. It's everybody can learn and grow with this journal.
Good. Thank you for that feedback. And I think with that, the next question was, what was your favorite prompt? But do you mind if I share my prompt that goes along with the last thing that you said?
Absolutely, go for it.
Yes, what do you really want to do? So I have mine, Discover Me, and I'm excited. And the prompt that I love, the question is, reflect on your childhood dreams and aspirations. How have they evolved over time? Oh, Lakeisha has
Okay, Lakeisha, I see you. Thank you.
Thank you. And it says, how have they evolved over time? This is so good because you said, are we doing what our parents want us to do? Are we settling with, whatever came by and you just found yourself in it? And I know since I was a child, I've always been someone who was curious and creative. And I always wanted to know, when I do something, why do I have to depend on a third party? How can I cut out the middleman? So I've always been like, my wheels turned a little bit. And with my parents, both of them being in business, I fought it for a long time because I'm like, I don't want to be a mini Zella or a mini Joe. I didn't want to be, I didn't want to be like them. But then I found out I am really good at this. You know what I mean? I'm really good at creating. And how I was able to evolve over time was, it was in corporate America. I thought I wanted to be the big director, manager, and that. And once I arrived at this big manager and over branches and over companies, all these 50-something adults, and I'm like, I
don't like this.
Adults. I hate it. It's a different feel when a child comes to you with a problem and when a full-blown adult is coming to you with something basic, and because of your position, you have to address it. I'm like, I don't have that patience. I don't have that. I don't. I thought I did. I thought I wanted it. Everyone, they posted, congratulated me when I put the director position. I mean, I had over 100 and some likes, comments. But when I did what I desired to do, and this is what we have to be careful of, rejection. When you're doing what you desire, but people don't embrace it. When I posted that I started a business, I think I got 3 likes and I was one of them.
That's a good point. That rejection is tough to overcome and to deal with, because here's one thing I know for certain. When you do business and when you're walking in your real path, oftentimes your support don't come from where you think it's coming from. It's usually not your inner circle, your closest family members, your extended family members. Your greatest support is almost always from strangers. Yes. And that don't feel good. It's hard to live through that and keep pushing and keep going. Mm-hmm. It's funny. It's like, for some reason, the people closest to us don't trust us for whatever it is that we have to offer, but then they'll go pay a stranger for the same thing. Yeah. I don't know why we're wired that way. Familiarity. That's what it is. Mm-hmm. But you make a great point. That is something that you have to persevere through. Yes. And I'll just say it again, like, what's yours is yours. Yes. What's yours is yours. And you can't not follow your goals, strive for your dreams, because the people around you don't support you. That's good. And I'll say this too, support look different. It looks different from different people. And so don't get caught up because people aren't loud, they're not supporting you. There's a such thing as silent supporters. Everybody don't do it the same way. So please don't make that mistake of feeling like people aren't supporting you because they're not loud, because they're not sharing your content every time you post something. That's not always the case. But that goes back to talking to people. If you don't talk about it, you don't know. So communicate.
Yes, that's good. That's good. And Lakeisha, she posted in the comments, follow your bliss.
I love that.
That is, it's such a different spin on it. So
Yep.
whatever your bliss is, that's what you follow. I
That's
love
what you
it,
follow.
love it, love it. Yes. And in the book, when you reflect on the DiscoverMe journal and journey, what is your favorite prompt?
My favorite prompt, I think it might be the 5th question, which is, what are some things you love about yourself and why? That's my favorite prompt because we oftentimes are our hardest critic. We point out all the things that are wrong about us, or the things that we don't like, or our flaws, our shortcomings. We give those things way too much energy. And I think it's important that we stop and identify and reflect on those things that we love about ourselves. It's just focus on the positive and continue to get better. Don't get stuck thinking about how much you weigh, or your hair won't grow, or you keep getting these breakouts and pimples, or what other people think about you. What do you love about yourself? What do you like? What are those things about you that you like? And I'll give everybody a warning with this journal. It might get deep. You might hurt your own feelings answering some of these questions. You know, you might tap into some past traumas that you tried to bury, and they might resurface as you're answering these questions. It's okay. Be kind to yourself. Don't run from the questions. You might have to sit it down and come back to it later. But that question particularly, some may get to that question and they might not have an answer. They may feel like they truly don't love anything about themselves, which could be very hurtful. It can definitely spark up some emotions, but if that's you, I think that's what's necessary, because that's what's going to prompt you to do life different and create things that you love about yourself. So yeah, that's my favorite question. That's my favorite prompt in the book. What are some things that you love about yourself?
Yes, 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 yes. Okay,
and the why is important too. I remember when I put that question in, the why wasn't there originally, but I added the why at the end because sometimes we love things about ourselves for the wrong reasons. And I just want people to take time to meditate and think about that too. Like, am I loving this thing for the right reason? Does this reason really get me to where I really want to be in life? So I had to add the why on there just to make us think a little bit deeper.
Okay, I love that. And with that in mind, we are on our midway part. So this is where we take a quick break, a break for you all to think, because that's your favorite prompt. That's going to be our activity for today, which is everyone to write down what you love about yourself. Write a few things down, at least 2 or 3 things if you can, and then start thinking about the why so you can write it later, or at least challenge yourself to really dig into why. So we're going to take just a few minutes to just jot down some things that you love about yourself. So that's our action for today, midsection. And while we do that, it's going to also be a midsection for me to insert. If you are on your journey and you feel like there is something on the inside of you that you want to share with the world, like Sherry mentioned, it's been years in the making. Is there something that's just in you, like, oh my goodness, I could write a book about this? Oh, I could do a journal. I even had one lady, she did a coloring book for children. And so there are so many ways to express what's inside you. For today, I am doing it. It'll be for a week. The actual course that Sherry took, we have our Journal Making Made Easy. I have a video on demand course. I'm going to do it 80% off, and the code is going to be DiscoverMe. I will send that to you all if you want to jump into that journey and create your own journal, create your own book or ebook or coloring book, some type of expression to share with the world. I want to help you on that journey. Sherry has been, when I tell you, she not only jumped in there, she executed, and let me tell you, she asked some good questions. You know, some people don't come back and ask questions. Like, I mean, come back and ask some questions. So it does help that when you start it, complete it. And even if it takes some time and bouncing back and forth, it's okay. So for right now, everyone should be jotting down what they love about themselves and why, what you truly love about you, and why. And for those who would like to share, you can do a reaction and raise your hand. Or let's see, I think if everyone knows how to do the reactions, or just post in the chat that you would like to share. So we'll take 1 minute to go over that, and then I'll go back to the chat for other questions after this short exercise. So let me write what I love about me. Let's see. Okay. Ooh, I found a good one. Okay. All right. I wrote mine down. Okay, I see Cameron posted his in the chat. So if there's anyone who would like to share, you can either raise your hand or unmute yourself and share, or put in a comment and I'll share. So if there's anyone who would like to share verbally, you can go ahead and unmute yourself and share what you love about yourself. And if you started the why, you can share the why as well.
I'll share because I'm driving, so I'll share verbally. Can you hear me?
Yes. Hi, Lisa.
Hey, girl. So I like a lot of things about myself, but the one that came to my mind first is my ability to influence or inspire or motivate other people, and just for people to feel comfortable talking to me. And so the why behind that is, you know, just in my 9-to-5 job and what I do, it just helps me to be successful in that area. And I think that it allows me to really have a positive impact on other people because they listen, and, you know, I'm able to encourage them. And sometimes it's not even on purpose. But I really like that about myself.
Beautiful.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Thank you for sharing.
Yes.
You're welcome.
Thank you. That is beautiful. And for you to even identify that about yourself, that shows that you're in tune with how you show up. Very good. Very good. All right. Anyone else? I think we have.
Yeah.
Hi, Fred.
Hi, Sherry. Hey, how you doing?
Yeah.
What's up, Sherry? How you doing today? But I would just say that I love my heart, my mindset, and just my personality in general. Just because life be life, like Sherry said earlier, and it took me a while to get to the mindset that I'm currently in. And just with all the distractions and all the problems and roadblocks that come up in life, I didn't develop a mindset that I know I'm gonna get through it, and I know I'm gonna be able to live the dream life that I want for myself and not what the world want for me. And it's just gonna take time, just being patient. So just and then just the heart to help people and just want to see the world a better place. So that's why I would say that. And then just me just being able to do this, being myself and not trying to fit into nobody else's box or try to impress somebody else, just being able to be myself
Yep.
at all times.
I love your heart, your mindset, and your personality too.
Thank you.
No, seriously, I do for real. You know that though.
Oh, that's good. Love it. Thank you so much for sharing. Anyone else want to verbally share? I'll go through the comments afterwards. What do you love about yourself and why? Okay, I see you, Lakeisha. Yes.
Hi, everyone. I love my adaptability. I love that I can roll with the best of them. It doesn't matter where I'm at in the atmosphere, that I can communicate, I can adapt. I love my positive attitude, and my ability to be able to help other people. Like when I talk, people listen. And so I'm able to help change lives. So I really love that. I'm a people's person and I love people and they tend to love me back. So I love that.
Oh, beautiful. Yes. It's something where when you say something and people respond, that's powerful, because a lot of people, they say something, people go the other way, like, I'm not trying to hear her. But that says a lot about you, that you can not only be a people person, but inspire other people. That's what I'm talking about. You're not just out there making noise. And you said another thing too that was powerful. You can run with the best of them. And that's when you know that you can adapt. You don't allow the environment to change you, but you're able to come into an environment and comfortably be who you are and contribute to that environment. And that takes self-awareness. That takes of discovering that I'm valuable. And when I show up, it's okay. And so thank you so much for sharing that. That was good. That was good. And I think we had Asha. I could be saying your name wrong. My apologies. Did you have something you wanted to share? Okay, I see the comment. I love that when I set my mind to something, I will do it. Yes, nothing like follow through. That's a good care. You're dependable. You know what I mean? That's really good. And especially when you can depend on yourself. When you can show up for yourself and you believe yourself, it sets you up in the future. It was someone that just posted on social media talking about people out there catfishing themselves.
That's bad business.
Another level of deception. When you
That's bad business.
I wasn't ready for that one. But yes, that's good. So thank you so much for sharing that. That shows you're a dependable person. All right. And Camilla, I see your hand up. Yes, I'm ready for it.
Okay, sorry about that. I love my ability to let go and let God.
Hey.
I love my ability to forgive and
That's
move forward.
That's good. That's so good. That's powerful. That's liberating. Let's start there. Like
Yes,
that will lighten your whole life. Just letting
yes.
go, forgiving, letting God. Yes.
Yeah.
It took me a while to get there, but once I got there, you're right. It's very liberating.
Yes. Yes. Just let it go. I
It's a
forgive
good
you.
one.
I don't need nothing else. I forgive you. God bless you. God bless you. That is good. That is so good. Okay, let me go back in the comments. It says, now, Brett, I'm gonna circle back to yours. Cameron put, I love that I never lose faith. Oh, that's powerful. That is powerful. Because it is something about faith in because it's not tangible. Faith is a whole nother walk, because when you are walking in faith, it's sometimes you can be a trailblazer in faith. That means that it's not something that's there. You can't see it. Other people don't see it, but I have faith that it will manifest. I have faith. I'm not going to lose faith in this process. This too shall pass. It's like, it's something about faith. It is an underlying perseverance that's attached to that. So I love that. Thank you for sharing that. Let's see what else. Okay. And then Lisa, she give me, go ahead, Sherry.
No, go ahead, read Lisa's.
Okay, and then it said, I would add to this question, what do others love about you? The things you constantly hear others compliment you on. Sometimes it's really hard to see ourselves as others do, but there's often a level of truth if we constantly hear it. Accept the compliment and walk in it. That's a good encouragement. Yeah, because sometimes because we're so close to us and don't sit, that's actually one of the assignments. When I mentor someone, I have them ask 5 people to list 3 to 5 things about you and then circle the commonalities. Because sometimes we can't see or we don't notice, but that's a great exercise. Yes, thank you for sharing. And Sherry, you had something?
No, I was just going to add mine. One of the things that I love about myself is my tenacity and my commitment to growth. It's almost like I like figuring things out. Like, if it's an issue or if it's something I need, I'm going to figure out how to do it no matter what it is. I get it. One is my ability to be able to figure it out, but then it's the gratification at the end.
Yes.
Once I figure it out, that I enjoy. But then the commitment to growth, I'm a forever student. I'm always sitting somewhere learning something, even if that somewhere is in my bed watching YouTube videos. But I love my commitment to growth because it positions me to help others.
That's good.
I don't just get the knowledge and sit on it. I get it, and then I'm always sharing it with somebody else. There's always someone with the same struggles that we have. So when I have my struggle, my tenacity is going to help me get through it and figure it out. And then I'm going to go help the other person who got the same struggle and teach them what I learned.
Yes, that's good. That's good. And I'll continue on that thread. For me, what I love about myself is I consistently show up in life as Michelle. Like, I appreciate that I am at a place in my life where I'm okay with me. And literally, and I'll actually piggyback on what Lisa wrote. Other people will say, Michelle is Michelle is Michelle. What you see is what you get. Like, literally, what you see is what you get. I don't even change in the corporate meetings. I don't change. Like, I am so the same, and I'm excited about it. I finally released the pressure of performance. I'm done with that. Like, it's too much work. It is too much work.
I agree.
Yeah, it is tiring. So I am at that place where I enjoy being me. And the reason why is, one, it relieves the pressure. And it also creates a dependability with other people. So when they meet me, they don't have to worry about which Michelle I'm gonna get today. You understand what I'm saying? It creates that trustworthiness. Like, you know what, Michelle consistent with herself, and it's pretty cool because it really creates those genuine relationships and those actual loyalties. Because people are like, you know what, I can get behind someone who's consistent. So it's created this, reflective type relationships that are fruitful. So I love that about me, and I'm excited.
I agree, and that's one of the things I love about myself as well, Michelle. But tapping back into why we're here today, talking about discovering ourselves in the journey, that was a huge part of my journey. Learning how to be authentically me at all times was definitely a part of my journey, and it wasn't easy to do. Once people get to know a certain version of you, it's kind of hard to switch up. But once you, again, learn how peaceful it is to just really, truly be your true, authentic self all the time, You don't care what other people think no more.
Yep.
You don't care. And I think Brett put the question in the comment that asked who was a role model that I don't remember exactly how you worded it. But when I was reading and thinking about the answer there, one of the people who had an impact on who I am now would be one of my previous managers at work. Actually, two of them, Jackie and Pam at work. Jackie, because this being your true self was something that she always preached. Being in corporate America in a leadership role, in an enterprise that's not dominated by people that look like me, was a challenge. And one of the things that Jackie always taught me was be you. Don't worry about these people. Don't worry about what they think. Don't worry about what they look like, what rules they got. Be you. You're in this position for a reason. Walk in it. And that was very powerful. But I say Pam as well. So Pam was one of my leaders as well. But the difference with Pam was Caucasian, but implanted that same message in me. And because she was a Caucasian woman telling this little young Black girl to be her and don't worry about all this other stuff, meant that much more to me. So those are two people I would say, Brett, who has an impact on me in my journey and where I am. Pam and Jackie.
Beautiful. And I'm going to read out what he put. Describe a role model or mentor who has had a significant impact on your identity. So just in case someone wants to, do that homework later, the next part is sometimes we love things about ourselves based off what the world love about us or what other people approve about us. Yes. And sometimes they can change us because we're loving ourselves based on someone else's feedback, not because we genuinely like being that way, but other people like it and we need others' approval. And that really shapes and changes our true identity. So that was great. Thank you for posting that. And I see you put a question, are you an editor? No, I'm not an editor, but I do have resources for editors. And
I think he dropped, Michelle.
Oh, okay.
He had to leave. Yeah.
Okay. He did put something in the encouragement for you. Thank you for creating this journal and sharing with us, Sherry. I enjoyed working on the journal and is looking forward to seeing what's next in your journey. I have to get ready for work. Oh, and he has to leave. I hope everyone has a blessed day and keep being the great person you are. Never dim your light because your light is needed in the world. Aww, I see why you appreciate him. And you agree. Yes. So he actually led me to our last questions. What other works can we expect from you?
So there are more journals coming. I've been tussling with where I want to go next. So I don't know which order these are going to come in, but there's definitely a journal coming. I don't have a title for it yet, but it will be centered around getting our financial lives together. Everyone who knows me knows that that's a passion of mine, personal financial management. So that one is definitely coming. I don't know, that one might be a whole book. That might not be a that one might be a whole book. Because it's important. It's just that important. So personal financial management is coming. And then part of my journey right now, like recently, I've entered into this phase of my journey about self-love. So it's been on my heart to do something around self-love, self-care. What does self-care look like? Making the time for it. So those two are coming. So yeah.
Good. That's good. Yeah, self-love and self-worth, all of that is important. And we have to embrace it. And it's actually, I talked about it yesterday. Someone posted, love your neighbor as yourself. Sometimes we misinterpret that scripture because we forget the as yourself. If you're not asing yourself, if you're not loving yourself, you can't love anyone.
You can't love anyone else.
We miss that. We focus on loving our neighbor, and sometimes from an empty place. No, circle back to you. You understand? If helping you is not a good exchange. So this is so good. This is so good. So appreciate you posting it, and I just posted. So if you are on today and you haven't pre-ordered your signed copy of the Discover Me Self-Discovery Journal, I put the link in there where you can grab it today. And Coach Sherry will get it out to you. And this is just exciting. I've enjoyed this journey. I've enjoyed doing this, and I'm open to circling back, doing some other discussions, or even pre-launches for your financial book. You know, we can do a pre-launch party.
Pre-launch.
Yes, and talk about
I like it.
attractions, and you know how they can be encouraged to do a financial pop-up virtual workshop, you know, to get them sparked in their finances, and then they'll get a book at the end, you know, just different things like that. And so for those who want to give shout outs to Sherry, you all can unmute and do that now. And Camilla, she put, I'm so proud of you, Sherry. Continue to be great.
Thank you.
Yes. So you all can unmute, give her shout outs, and give her roses. You know, now, thank you. I want to say thank you for creating this. Absolutely beautiful. We have the beautiful Bree, who happens to be your beautiful daughter, on here. And she put, hey, y'all, this is a very nice conversation. I've listened and took a lot in from it. Congratulations to you both. Very proud. Everyone shared very good points. Thank you for sharing.
Thanks, Bree.
Yes, 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 yes. Thank you all. So thank you all. I'll stick back and be available. Do you have any closing remarks, author and coach Sherry?
Absolutely.
Yes.
First little plug. So, you know, your friends, your coworkers, your neighbors, you know, they have birthdays coming up. DiscoverMe is an amazing gift. So gift those people with a journal to help them discover themselves. Again, this is for everybody, and it can be useful for everyone. So it's not just for you. Don't be selfish.
Yes.
Remember, I decided not to be selfish and share it with you. So share it with others. The other part, on a more serious note, remember to be kind to yourself. Doing inner work, soul work, it's not easy. It's tough. It's tough. It's okay to cry. It's okay to yell and scream. It's okay to throw this journal across the room. Just go back and pick it up later. But be kind to yourself in the process. Be patient with yourself through the process. If you can, find someone to talk to about it. I really think it'll be a cool idea to journal, go through the journey with someone else or a group of people. So I don't know if any of you are in sister group, brother groups, book clubs, friend groups, spouses, whoever, but just remember to really, really be kind to yourself. It's not easy work. It's necessary work. It's gratifying work at the end, but be kind. Please, please, please be kind to yourselves in the process.
Beautiful. Thank you for that encouragement. We have things streaming for you. Congratulations. I'm so proud of you and cannot wait to get the journal and discover myself. That was from Cameron. Then you have Lisa. Congratulations, my friend. Cameron again. Congratulations. You're an author. Deontay. Congratulations. Very proud. Asha put, I'm so happy for you and proud of you, Sherry. Congratulations.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, everybody.
Thank you. And thank you so much for writing this. I'm excited for you. I'm proud of you. I'm all those oosey-goosey words of you because you're Sherry Berry. It's so amazing to see this. It's nothing, I think for me as a creator, is nothing more liberating to be a part of a journey. And I enjoy being a part of this journey with you and getting a chance to discover more about me. And this is so up my alley because we have a lot of conversations about being authentic, about changing. And one thing I learned in life, people change naturally usually every 2 to 4 years. But are we changing for the better? Are we changing authentically? Changing from a heart position? Or are we letting our environment change us, people change us, culture change us? And DiscoverMe will help us to stay true to who we are inside and grow from
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I say we have to embrace that change too. Oftentimes we feel ourselves shifting and changes, but it creates this fear in us because it's just the fear of unknown. If I change and become this person, what's going to happen next? You know, I say, here's what I'll say. God did not create us to stay the same. He created us to evolve and to grow. So don't be afraid of the change. Embrace it and go through it. That's the whole purpose of it all. Like, you the same person you was 5, 6, 10, 15 years ago. I really need you to get into this journal. Get all the way into it.
lean all the way in.
We are meant to grow and evolve. It's very cliche. They say change is constant, but it is not just around us. It's also constant within us. So embrace the change.
Yes.
And then before you wrap this up, Michelle, I have to say thank you to you. One, for creating this opportunity for me. I'm forever grateful for it. Two, for the journal making course. Without that course, I won't say I don't know if the journal will exist, but it'll probably still be in an incubator somewhere. Definitely not completed and published and out here for others to enjoy. So thank you. And also thank you for being that push. You don't know what those text messages did. Thank you. Thank you. Michelle used to be checking up on me, y'all, like, how's the journal coming? I'm like, started. But then it'd be like, let me go get a pen and paper, start writing. So I appreciate all of the check-ins, the push that you probably didn't even know that you were doing. So thank you.
You're
Appreciate
very,
it. It's been fun. It's fun.
yes.
It's very satisfying when you can do work and have fun while you're doing it. And it's been a joy working with you along the way. So thank you.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate it. And you're very welcome. So appreciate you all for tuning in with us, taking out some time on your Saturday. Listen, Saturday, it not only shows your commitment to discovery, but your commitment to the author. Like, y'all showed up for sharing. This is good.
And see, I was about to say it the opposite way. It not only showed your support for me, but more importantly, the support that you all have for yourselves. So
yes, this is good. Yep. Good, Bo. So appreciate you all. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday. I got an invitation to a park, so I don't know how long I'm gonna last in this heat.
I was gonna say it's hot out there today.
Exactly. So I may
find you a shade tree.
I might drive around instead of walking around over there and pop out like, hey y'all, and pop back in the air. But thank you all for coming. You have your links for the pre-order. You'll get an email workflows. Y'all know how I do it. For those who know me, I'm gonna send y'all the email workflow so you can get a copy for yourself or for those that you know and love, or gift seasons, birthdays, encouragements, those that you're mentoring. These are great gifts to share with others because we want people to become authentic and discover who they are. So you'll get that, and you'll get your 80% off discount for the course and all that fun stuff. So thank you for attending. Appreciate you all. Camilla, you gotta come through. Is that a box of books? Listen, when I grow up, you understand, that's how you do it.
Go get them, Camilla.
Support. I got you, bestie.
Yes, get them. Yes. I'm so excited. We're gonna have to do a DiscoverMe meetup or something, a chat, yes. Do something, even if we do it virtually, however. But whatever you
chat about the journey. We're gonna chat about the journey.
Exactly. So whatever you decide, just keep us in the loop, Author Sherry.
Sure will. And again, thanks again to everyone for joining and spending time with me on this Saturday afternoon now. Yes. Thank you. Means a lot. Thanks.
All right. Take care, everyone.
Bye.
Bye. Good job. Bye. Look at her. Beautiful. Thank you so much for just being a part. This was good.
It was. It was fun too.
Yes, it was. I put one, the last person that was there, she probably just walked away. I just put it in the waiting room.
Oh, okay.
Yes.